Hello, my crafting friends. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me, make sure that you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's also a bell down below, and you can hit that bell. And when you hit that bell, you'll get notified immediately as soon as I upload a new video. So I'm excited. I'm going to be doing a bit of a sneak peek from something from the celebration that's coming up on January the 4th. Can you believe it? It's going to be celebration time already. So I'm not going to stop too much longer, and let's just get going on making this card. We are making a pop-up gatefold card, and it's kind of fun. It's a really kind of an interactive card, but it looks so cute with some of the new product that we're using. Okay, so I'm just actually going to just put up, I have my host code. If you are looking for a demonstrator and you've never had a demonstrator before, I would love to be your demonstrator. I give away a tutorial for every time that you purchase a new item or you purchase anything from you. I have a tutorial. Plus, I also have a very generous online reward program. So here is the celebration. I cannot show you what's inside there until January the 4th, but it is truly amazing. January and February celebration usually always cover stamps and paper, so with no disappointment, that's for sure. So this cute little set is called Awesome Otters, and it's such a cute little set, and I've made a couple of things with this, but like I say, we're going to do a pop-up gatefold card. It also has this Marvelicious Designer Series paper, and it comes in Smoky Slate, Pool Party, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, Balmy Blue, and I think that's Bumblebee, and then there's Blushing Bride. And then check out the real vivid colors that are on the back as well. And it's kind of neat when you can play with these kind of things. It's called Simply Marvelous. And of course, with it being with the marble sort of idea. All right, so I'm going to bring in my cardstock, and I've got some stuff already prepped, but I'll show you an awful lot of it. So for the gatefold card, what we're doing is we have a piece that's 5.5 by 8 inches, and I've scored it at 2 1/8. And what I'm doing is I'm just folding that in. And I'm going to take my bone folder and get a really good crease there. Now, I could have scored this at 2 1/8 on the other side, but I found that it was better that if I folded it over, and I get a much crisper and close fold on that. And then you just come in with your bone folder and do that. And then that's your gatefold that goes like that. Now, I will have all the measurements. This is also part of a tutorial, and all the measurements will be on the tutorial and also on my blog when this video goes live. All right, so I have a piece of, we're using the Balmy Blue Simply Marvelous paper, and I'm using this side here. So I have a piece on the inside, and it happens to be 4 by 5.25. And I'm just going to go in with my glue. Does that happen to you? I thought I had primed this earlier this morning, but of course it hadn't. Obviously it wasn't primed enough. So all I do is I just take a paper clip and I just poke it into the side, into the hole there, and that'll get it going. All right, off to the races again. All right, so just putting it around. And then I'm just going to put that onto the inside. And then we also have a piece that's going to go on to the inside. But I thought that what might be really good, actually, it's going to be okay because we're going to put another piece on there. So this piece is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. We're just getting the prep work done on this. I'll just put that in there. All right. And it's going on a separate piece. Otherwise, I would have stamped on there. Now, these two pieces, like I say, are cut. These are cut at 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 inches. Again, I will have these measurements in the tutorial and also onto my blog once this, like I say, this video goes live for everyone to see. All right, so let's just put that in there, layer that one on that side. And then I'm just layering onto the other side as well. And I think some of the best things that you can do is when you see this, now let me see, this is going like this. I think we'll put it this way so it kind of matches a bit. I did cut it straight off of the Designer Series paper. So this paper comes in 6 by 6 paper, which is kind of fun. Now, I also have 2 pieces of Balmy Blue. These are 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares. I also have 2 squares that are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I'll just put those there. I also have a piece that is, and my goodness, I think I've already cut that part. This is from the second largest, or the second smallest, from the scallop contour dies. And then I cut a piece that fits right in there. And I've gone ahead, and this one's already been colored, just for the purpose of coloring, because I don't want to take that much time coloring with it. So I'm using Memento ink because we are going to be using stamping blends. So a few things that we're going to use is we need the party hat that's on there. So let's go ahead and just stamp that party hat. And then I've got my other pieces that are going to go on there. So I'll just take all those otters out. And this is the guy that's going on the front, and I've already gone ahead and stamped him. But I have this one that's swimming with a fish. And that's this one right here. And we're actually using all of these stamps today. So I'm just going to go ahead and just going to stamp that guy like that. And then I've got this one here, and this is the one that is swimming in the water. And that's just going to go on there like that. Like I say, we're going to get all the stamping done ahead of time. So we also have a piece of basic white, and this was just a scrap piece that I got to make sure that this is going to go on here. I think this goes like this. You are utterly awesome. And then there's also, it's birthday time, and that is already onto a piece or onto a block. So let's see if I can get this straight on here. Whoops, not very good. And it's got a halo on it. So let's turn this over and let's just go on to there. Ugh, not going very straight on this, that's for sure. That's why I always come with extra. Okay, so let's see. Let's hope that's straight. Ugh, we're going to run out of paper. Does that happen to you? Like I say, I can't see because I've got the camera right in the way. We're going to try. This will be the 5th time's the charm. Pretty good. We're going to leave it at that. How's that? So I'm just going to trim that off. That part off. I have a piece of blue that I'm going to layer that onto. And same with this, You're Utterly Awesome. I'm going to layer onto this as well. So that's basically all the stamping that's on this card. So let's get going with the coloring. Now, I just want to show you the coloring. Now, an otter is supposed to be, a brown color. I found that I didn't really like it so brown. What I liked was I liked it more with some gray on it. So I've got my smoky gray. I've got my light crumb cake. I have the soft petal pink. That'll be for the nose snout area. And then I also have the balmy blue, excuse me, and also the pool party. And I have some of this old olive. And this old olive is what I used actually for part of the fish. So when I did this guy, all I did was, the other thing that I did that I found which was really good and helped me change the colors an awful lot was the lifter. So I went in and actually put the lifter all over this guy. And then I went in with my light smoky slate. And I just went with a really, really light hand. And then the light petal pink, I went and just put on this part, and I brushed this down. And then I also went back in with a bit of the gray. And then it was the crumb cake that was really important on this part, because the chest of the otter is a little bit different. So, and then I just went and did some shading with it. Now I'm only going to do one of the otters so that you can see. This, the dark smoky slate, is perfect for his nose. And then I also went back in and used my lifter and just, so like I say, I didn't make him too dark. I made him quite light on there. Now, with as far as the water goes, I did use the balmy blue. On there, but I also mixed it with the light and the dark balmy blue, but I also mixed it also with the pool party because I thought it gave a really nice look to the water. And then we went back in with the dark, and I just had the splashes on the dark. I think the water is the funnest thing to color on this one. Like that. And then I've always used pool party where I kind of go around a little bit around the animal, and plus just a tiny bit in the sky, just to give it a kind of a look. Right now, where did those other two pieces go that I had? Now, also with that hat, I just colored it with green. That was garden. No, that was granny apple green. So I have that. So like I say, I've got these already done that I can go ahead and put them onto the here we go, right onto this card here. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. And usually when I give this kind of a card, they're usually not a mailed card, or they're mailed with parcels so that I can have a lot more depth onto it. So let's go in with our pick your pick tool. Let's go ahead and put this onto here. Now I know it looks like I haven't got much on the top, but I'm going to take this hat and we're just going to cut out our hat. Just like so. And we can go ahead and just put them on there like that. And we're going to pop this hat up like that. probably should use a small dimensional on there. Or we could cut one of these. Let's go ahead and just cut that. And we'll just put that party hat right on there. And then the rest of the card is what we're going to turn around and we're going to decorate it with. It's going to go on there like that. All right, so these ones, like I say, the coloring was done just a tiny bit different on all of them. So I'm going to layer one of these onto this one. So I'm actually going to glue this because this is going to go onto the center of my card. So I don't want that part popped up. So just like that. And I've gone ahead and I've also colored this one. So see how I did that with the green. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that onto my thing here. And this is going to go like this. So now it's a matter of putting all of this stuff together. So I'm also going to put that on with dimensionals. And then we're going to cut that. Let's put that one onto his birthday time. So are you excited about seeing the new catalog? It's a good one. Over the next little bit, I'll be showing a little bit. I don't like showing a whole lot. And the reason being for that is there's still so much out of the mini catalog and so much out of the annual catalog that this gives me a time to kind of catch up on some of that stuff. All right, so this is just going to go like this. Let's go ahead. You know what? I think I'll have enough room that I can pop this up on the inside. And I'll just glue it down on there. Go here. And then we're almost ready to do the rest of the mechanism. All right, so what is with the pop-up part? So I have two pieces. And they are 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch. And I want to just double check to make sure that that's 5 1/4. Yes, it's 5 1/4. I've scored it at 1 inch, 2 inch, and 4 1/4. And that's on both of them. So you're going to cut 2 of them. So what you're going to do is you are going to fold this in. So this is going to go like this. And we're going to use our bone folder. We're going to do both of them. So I want them good and scored in. So this is going to go like this. And then like this. All right. So now what we want to do is I want to decide what ones am I going to have up on the top and what ones am I going to have on the bottom. And I think I'm going to have it going like this. So I'm going to have this one up at the top. So I want to make sure that that's going to be right in the right spot. So actually this is going to go like this. So what this part here is actually going to go on here, but I'm not going to put this on until I've figured out where it's going to go. So I'm going to, you know, I'm doing this on the opposite side now. So I best keep it to the one side that I know what I'm doing. So we're going to have it going on this side. So this is going to go and pop up there. So this is going to go up here. So I want to make sure that this part is level with that part. And this part down here is level. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to take this. This is actually very simple. So, and I'm making it look like it's really difficult, but it isn't. We're just going to bring this down just a bit, bring it up just a bit. So right about there. There we go. All right, so I'm going to use glue on mine. So I'm just going to go ahead and put glue right here. And then I have that right in the crease. And I don't want any of that oozing out. So I'm just going to let this sit for a second so that it sets. And again, I'm going to just double check. Yeah, that'll work. So I've got this part lined up right in this crease. And what that's going to do is, by me folding it over, but I've got so much glue on that. Maybe what I should do is just take a tiny bit of the glue off. So let's just take that off because I don't want that part oozing out. All right, so all I'm going to do is fold my card down like that. And it's going to, then when it folds, see, that's how it goes, like that. Then this part, I'm just going to take glue there. And I'll be more careful this time. I won't go right to the edge. And then I'm just going to take this like this. And it's just going to get glued right like that. So that's that one. And see, this part here is going to go right onto here. It's going to line up right there. So when this opens up, whoops, I think I've got this wrong. I do have it wrong. I have it going the opposite way. Oops. Oh dear. Well, I can quickly get that off. So let me just quickly get that off. So this part is going here. Ah, what not to do. Okay, so I'll just quickly get that going there. It's because I was trying to change it up so that I was having it go the opposite way. So that's going to go right to the crease there. And then this part is going to go right down to here. I'm just going to trim this off because I have all this extra paper. So I will show you better on this next one. Oops, and way too much again. All right, so that's just going to go like that. There we go. And then that's going to go right there. And then when this opens up, that's what pops up like that. All right, so let's show you the proper way. So this is going to go right on here like so. Going to come like this, and then we're going to pop it down there. All right, so I'm going to put some of that glue on here. We're going to double check to make sure that that image is going to go in the right spot. So I want it to go about there, or do I want him to go like that? I think we want him to go like that. So, all right. So this part here, the one with the 1 inch, which is where the 4 1/4, where you scored at 4 1/4, is just going to go right like this. And we're going to double check before I put that other piece on there. Yeah, that's going to work. All right. And then we're going to put this. Good thing I checked that before. We're just going to put this here. Too much on there again. I don't learn, do I? There we go. And now this part is just going to go straight down here. And I'm going to make sure that I've got that in the right spot. There we go. All right, so that's how it looks when it's up. It's just like that. So no worse for the wear, that's for sure. We're okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this guy. I want him where he's there, that high. So I'm going to put him right on to there. So I'm coming in with my glue. I'm going to make sure that it's lined up with the top of the card. So right like that. Pull him over a little bit. And then he's lined up with the top of the card. See right there. And then with this guy, we're going to put glue on here as well. Now, you could also use a belly band on this particular card. So I'm just going to put that, line that guy right up the bottom there. And then he's going to go like so. So when you close this, that's how this is going to go. All right. So then at this part, you are utterly awesome. I'm actually going to put that right down on this part down here. Right there. Oops, that one, we want that over just a bit more. There we go. I'm just going to move it over just a bit. There we go. So let's just double check that. There we go. Right? You want that part lined up right there. There we go. So that's going to close like that. And then this part is going to go on here. So I'm going to have its birthday time, and it's going to go off to that side right on there. So I'm just going to take my glue. Right like that. And like I say, we could do a belly band, which might be a smart way of doing this. But I'm not going to do a belly band because it's for a kid. And for a child, a belly band is just going to get them completely mixed up. So now we're just going to put this like this. Just like that. And let's just hold that down. And then new in the new catalog are these iridescent rhinestones. So I'm going to use that on here. It doesn't like bling, right? And I'm going to color that bling. This is a great pack because you get 100 or you get 200 of these rhinestones in here. But you know what? I think what I might do is use my Misty Moonlight on those instead, because that's going to show up a little bit more. It is pretty the way it is, but I want a bit of a blue tinge to it. There we go. Maybe. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to put this up here. It's party time. Just here. Maybe there. This one here can go down here. So there's my pop-up gatefold card. It sits just like this. It's kind of nice the way that it sits, and it opens up like here. Now, I had also gone ahead and I'd done it using the other ones, using the pool party and that, and I'd done it on a horizontal way. So it's entirely up to you which way that you want to have it, but at least there's a couple of different options. This was just too long, this particular piece, to go across there, so that's the reason why I did it that way. So I hope you like that. Don't forget that if you do not have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. There is a host code there, but it does change quite often, actually. And also, if you do put an order in, I have a tutorial for you, and I also have other reward programs for online. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up. I'm sorry about that bit of a blooper, but you know what? Sometimes it's good to see me make a mistake so that you know what not to do. So I hope you have a great day, and enjoy the new celebration because it's so much fun. Bye for now.